FNG Podcast.
I was born to be a champion, raised in the jungle. All my life, yeah, I had to fight. FNG, let's go live tonight. I was born to be a champion, raised in the jungle. All my life, yeah, I had to fight. FNG, let's go live tonight. You can't move on your own. Ouija moves, dancing in the end zone. Crush groove, all we do is get dubs. Hate to lose, we can do this all day. No snooze, don't get it poppin' if you saying that you poppin', dog. Never will I lose to a noob, just won't happen, y'all. Call a deep pass, watch flash, what you crying for? Gonna pass the six, better yet, put them up quick. Hear them hating from the side, Twitch watch. I guess you say it's about time. TikTok, FNG, where we at? On top. Other leagues can't win, flip flop. I was born to be a champion, raised in the jungle. All my life, yeah, I had to fight. FNG, let's go live tonight. I was born to be a champion, raised in the jungle. FNG. All my life, yeah, I had to fight. FNG, let's go live tonight.
What's going on, FNG? It's your boy, Big Boy Deal, the Ravens owner. We have a great podcast show we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about weeks 3 through 5 on this show. We have some great games that we got to cover and talk about. And actually one that just happened probably about an hour ago that was going to be called Game of the Week. So let's get to it. All right, let's bring in these heavy hitters. All right, coming off a good win over the Denvers. Let's bring in Sleep, the Colts owner.
It's good. It's up FNG.
Yes, sir. Thanks for joining, Sleep.
No doubt.
Nice shirt. I just noticed that. I just noticed that. All right. Let's bring in I'm sorry, Mike. I was going to say Dragons, but we already got a Dragons team. But the Steelers owner, Dragon, Mike Wright.
What's going on, FNG? And yeah, that screws with me all the time too. Dorian, seriously.
Don't change your team again. All right.
That too.
Let's bring in the 5-time Super Bowl champ, the Chargers owner, Debo Sid Harris.
Greetings, gentlemen.
Hey, why you do that?
I mean,
All right, let's bring in one of the commissioners, the Raiders owner, hosting on Fight.
Oh, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
All right.
Good to be on the show.
Thanks, Ocean. And last but not least, 9-time Super Bowl champ. We try to keep him right there. Triple OG / Triple OG, Tony Tranks, a.k.a. Philly Jedi, a.k.a. 49ers owner.
Let me show you how it's done right. Greetings, everybody. Often imitated, never duplicated.
Never duplicated.
Good to be here.
Yes, sir. All right. Tranks is on you.
Yeah, I know. He does it so much you think it's me doing it, right? All right. We're going to go down the division standings for FNG, starting in the AFC North. We have the Bengals at 5-0, tied with the Ravens. The Steelers at 3-2, and we have the Browns at 2-3, round out the division. Head down to the AFC South. We have the Titans at 4-1. We have the Colts at 3-2, and both the Jaguars and Texans are tied at 2-3. I don't think we've seen the Jaguars in this position in a while. Heading over to the AFC East, we have the Dolphins at 5-0. Look at the Jets with an above 500 record, 3-2. We got the Aviators at 2-3, and we have the Patriots round the division with no wins, 0-5. Heading over to the AFC West.
Hey, wait.
Champ.
Real quick, shout out to the Dolphins. He said he was hoping we'd do a podcast show before he loses his first game. You're right.
He's in full surprise.
So, hey, Brandon, you got your wish, man.
You got the Chargers here at 5-0. And the Condos with a nice record, 4-2. Both the Broncos and the Raiders.
Shut up.
He didn't say what you said.
Yeah, I said Concourse. Formerly the Chiefs. and we have the Broncos and Raiders both at 1-4. Heading over to the NFC in the North, the Packers lead the division at 4-1. With the Lions at 3-2. Currently CPU owned, but we'll be resolving that in a moment. Vikings at 2-3, and we have the Bears at 0-5. Down in the NFC South, wow, look at that. Bullock is leading the division at 3-2. Took a snapshot of this while it lasts.
Oh, shit.
Shut up, Bullock.
We got the Panthers at 3-3, and the Falcons and the Bucks down at the bottom at 1-4 tied.
Surprised to see
Head
the
over to the
Falcons
AFC
at 1-4.
East. Yeah, Falcons and Buccaneers at 1-4. I don't know what I said before, but Commanders over in the AFC East, NFC East. We have the Commanders at 4-1. We have the Eagles at 2-3. Both the Giants and the Cowboys at 0-5. Heading over finally to the NFC West. 49ers at 4-1. Seahawks at 3-2. And both the Rams and Cardinals at 2-3. And that is your FNG standings.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I think like even right now, let's talk about it. Like I said, shout out to Brandon. I think it's his first time going 5-0. I don't know. You know who he played though?
Is that attributed to his draft class? Because he had a pretty good draft.
Yeah.
So who is
Tell you
he
who he
playing?
played.
He played the Cardinals,
Yeah, I
Colts.
played him too.
So that's a good win. The Colts, Jets, Texans, Rams.
So he just really played the Colts, right? You saying?
Yeah,
Dominating
again,
the Cardinals.
Go wrong, went wrong.
Damn.
No, dominate the
Mhm.
Cardinals at 24-9, I think was
Yep.
good. And a win against the Colts is always good because they're a perennial playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
But Jets, Texans, and Rams, well, hey, you can't control your schedule.
I was
Yep.
gonna say.
We'll see how he does against the Aviators.
Exactly, aka Bills.
Division
Exactly.
game. He's got a rough schedule
Division
coming
game,
up.
you never know what'll happen.
Exactly.
He's going through
And
a
he does
gauntlet
have
here
me
the
in,
next few
in,
weeks.
in 3 weeks, essentially.
Yeah.
Yep. But keep fighting, dude. Young bull,
Yeah.
keep
Yeah,
fighting.
you think?
Yep. All right. Let's go over top 10.
All
You're
right.
not going over the games of the.
The week.
Yeah, that's what we can do. Top
It's
10.
after this.
And that is bright.
That is.
Yep.
My face turned white.
You get to see a chin strap you got going on there.
Damn.
Hey, and real quick before we start top 10, shout out to anybody that's first time watching. I have posted this Tranks and Hoseyan on 3 different Madden pages on Facebook. So we
Okay.
might have some new people watching. So if you are watching, can you send us a comment? We shout you out.
Definitely.
Okay, well, Mike done already started.
Oh, make the top 10.
Well,
Mama, make the top 10.
You just showed us why you made it.
He shot it.
Hey, Mike, let me know when you're ready. I'm ready. To
I'm ready.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, coming in at your shit, I messed this up. Into FNG top 10 power rankings, gentlemen. Coming in number 10, we got the Houston Colts. At number 9, we have the 3-2 Chiefs / Condors. 8, we have the 3-1 Washington Commanders. Number 7, we have the 4-1 49ers. Number 6, we got the 4-1 Packers. Number 5, we have the 4-1 Titans. At number 4, Trains don't think he belongs here, but I put him there anyway. The Miami Dolphins.
Y'all
At
shout out
number
Brandon.
3,
Okay. Hey, that's
number
his first
3,
time
we
making
have the
top
5-0 LA Chargers. Number 2, we have the 5-0 Baltimore Ravens. And number 1, he's still on top. Somebody got to knock him off. We have the 5-0 Bengals / Dragons.
Back-to-back champions.
That's your F&G top 10 power rankings.
What y'all think
Shout
about
out to Brandon, man. Shout out to Brandon.
Well, I tell you, the real question I asked Harris was, who do you think the Dolphins are better than? The Packers or the 49ers? Because I don't think they're better than the Titans. And regardless of record, I will rank the Titans at 5. And the question is, where would you fit in, just to edit this top 10, where would you fit them between either in front of or behind the Packers and 49ers? I'm okay with the Packers being ahead of me, but
I personally wouldn't put the Dolphins before 49ers and Packers. So
Let's answer that in 2 weeks.
Huh?
Let's answer that in 2 weeks after they played.
I'm just saying, like, based off his strength of schedule and who he's played, you know, honestly, you're not trying to be funny. The only team he really played that's a playoff team is the Colts, which is a very, impressive win. I'll put him at number 7 and then move, Tranks to
everybody
6.
else up.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Tranks lost to the Bills now.
this is an owner that really has not been in the top 5.
Right. Yeah.
Him being 5-0, regardless. I mean, I like to shake things up regardless of how he's played. I mean, who he's played. I'm sorry. I said, why not throw him in there?
Usually it's early enough to do that. Right now, it's early enough you could do that. When you get later into the second half, then you'll know who your top 10 guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, if he is 10-0 when it comes to 10 games in,
yeah,
he still deserves to be there.
So
he's getting tested.
That means Tranks better win that game against him. Then that's what that means.
Hey, the Packers put an upside down smiley face. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I guess that means he disagrees.
Right. Okay.
He's an NFC champion.
Yeah.
Have a loss?
The Packers have a loss?
Yeah. They got one.
Okay. What did they lose to?
That's why Tranks was saying the Dolphins.
He lost to the Titans by 3.
Yeah.
Lost the Titans by 3? Okay. Well, the offense is where it should be. Everybody else got losses. So he's playing who's in front of him. Can't control that.
Nope.
See in a couple weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Couple weeks we will.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out, Sean.
You just took a bound loss. You can't be above him.
You're right. I didn't say I had to be above him. I didn't say where would y'all where y'all will rank
how
him.
you said it.
Oh, hey, he just said he don't disagree. John just said he don't disagree.
Hey, by the way, you know what? We Mike didn't do the honorable mentions, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, well, number 11 and number 2.
He did.
Oh, he got it right there. Ain't that
Look, he made sure he got that.
Number 11, we got the Steelers, and number 12, we got the Saints. Shout out to Bullock. He made it in the top 12.
Yeah, all right, but what?
He's leading his division now as well.
Out.
Falcons have had a lock on that division back since he's been here, I think.
I didn't think Mike did
since he took him over.
You're welcome.
Hey, Sean,
I was busy.
Sean, bless us with your presence one time, man.
Yeah. Nash is saying it's a great top 10.
Right. Yeah, I got like 2 people that don't look, you don't disagree with me.
No, wait. I don't disagree with you. I would say if we do like power rankings, I'd probably make that one move, but it's still good. Like, yeah, he deserves the top 5.
I mean, sometimes
I know he's happy to be in the top 10 because, like y'all said, he hasn't been mentioned in a while.
Heck yeah.
Brandon, when you see Bill at the family reunion, let him know. Right now.
Right.
Hey, I see Brandon was shut up. All right, y'all got anything else to say about it?
No, it's good.
All right, y'all will go to week 3. Talk about some of these games.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let me get there.
Potty time.
It's Mr. Potty time.
What do you think the games of the week for week 3 would have been?
Hey, shout out, Sean. Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm gonna be going to work soon too, so I'm working on Saturdays too.
Hey,
there's Lions.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Week 3. Jets Dolphins.
Week 3.
Week 3.
Bears and Lions.
Bears and Lions. Let's talk
about that game. We're not even talking about that game. We're not even gonna go there with that game.
We're gonna talk about the show.
I scored 70 in 2 games combined. That's amazing.
I don't think I put up 70 in all my games played.
I might have done it once. Maybe once. Jeez.
Definitely gave it up.
Let's
take a look at the stats while we're looking at it. since we're here.
Hey, Dale, you want to say what Justin just said in the chat?
Yeah, please say that. I just saw that.
Come on.
That's funny.
I'm not saying it.
What do you say? No, you can't do that, man.
He said, Canton condoms, we coming. In Primetime's voice.
Yeah, I believe it. Looking at the stats.
Just you trip. What we talking
Bears are, well, what game are we talking about? Let's start there. What game are we talking about?
You said you want to look at the stats.
Okay, well, I'm making sure.
Bears
I'm making sure because I don't want to head down the street. We're not. The Bears total offensive yards gained 672 yards. The Lions 698. No, I believe the yards actually happened. Question is, well, how much resistance was given during it? And the rushing yards for the Bears, 470 rushing yards, 19 for the Lions. The Lions were a passing team. So
do me a favor, go back to that and go down to time of possession. I just want you to see time of possession real quick. Just go down to the bottom real quick. This is hilarious. Look at the Bears. Look at the Lions time of possession.
Man, whatever, man.
That boy's
whatever. And they act like this man. Bites. Bye, Lord King.
Okay.
Man.
I mean, you might want to.
9 touchdowns.
I can't even look at the stats, bro.
90 yards.
It hurts my eyes.
They trying to justify that crap, man.
Jared Goff's stats. 140.3 passer rating, 689 yards, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception. He had an 80-yarder, pretty much 80-yarder, and his yards per attempt was 20.3. Quite frankly, this is slightly above. I mean, when I say slightly, I mean very slightly above what he's been doing by maybe 200 yards, maybe. But having played the Bears, they do a lot of man blitzing. So if you know how to beat that, it doesn't surprise me. But still, that's way above the average. Looking at the time of possession sleep, you're correct. It's like he wasn't on the field for more than 2 seconds almost. And I'm obviously exaggerating. But this is the part that stands out. The big wart out there. 32 attempts for 390 yards, 12 yards a carry, 6 touchdowns. This is well above Etienne's average. I think he got some other rushing yards because he had like 470 yards rushing.
I'm going to interrupt you real quick, Frank.
He almost got 100 yards.
5 for 78.
John just said nobody in FNG is that bad on defense.
No.
I feel you, John.
Bad, and nobody's that damn bad.
Nobody. So, and then on top of that, and I'm calling them out, man. I don't care, Drinks. Y'all did the same crap last season. So screw y'all with this mess talking about, oh, no, he just can't stop my man. Screw you. I'm glad he left.
No. The excuse was he knows my offense, and I know his offense.
Right.
I'm like, wait. If y'all know it, you should be able to stop it.
Exactly.
Cover the one guy that I'm throwing to, basically.
Exactly.
That's guy that I'm throwing to.
Oh,
Lord,
Jamison Williams
by just leaving.
Jamison Williams, 9 catches for 346 yards, almost just over 38 yards a catch, 38.4, 7 touchdowns. I mean, just the way I described it, because we obviously, for everybody that's watching and anybody new watching, we penalize both of these owners for manufacturing these yards, essentially. What I like to say is I believe in the middle of the game when it was obviously going one direction, the guy said, look, I don't care how you score. Just let me get a couple yards for my guy. That's literally what I believe was happening inside the party when they were playing.
These games are never broadcast either. That's the sad thing too.
And kind of how Dill said, these guys were put on the radar when they had a game similar to this the last season, because we're currently in the second season of Madden 24. And when they did that last one, it wasn't quite as bad as this, but it was almost as bad. And so I said this, but I wasn't sure. I said, I think that these guys need to broadcast their game. I know Cole has issues broadcasting this game because of his internet, but Lord King didn't have an excuse. And with you guys being on the radar like this already, on top of the fact Lord King having a history of doing this, it just looked like looked like a bloody massacre, and you're sitting there, playing hopscotch and then wondering why you're being accused of a murder. You know what I mean? So we ended up having to penalize these guys. And the penalties were unique based on the rules that we have. We essentially benched Jared Goff, Travis Etienne, and Jameson Williams for the season, or that the owners had to. And obviously, if the owners didn't bench the guys, we had to edit their stats, because the stats were so high that they're going to win Player of the Week, most passing yards in the game, most rushing yards in the game. So there's a bunch of stats an XP to go and get.
Plus,
so we
they
kind of
broke
neutralized.
records too.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of talking about. And if they would have kept playing these guys or starting these guys at the end of the season, they would have had all of the Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Running Back of the Year, and all that stuff. So we suspended them for a season, and I also lowered their stats and removed X factors and superstar abilities, which is essentially what they kind of built up last season. Move them down to normal for all these players. And Jared Goff was an X factor. He's normal now. Travis Etienne was a superstar. He's normal now. I lowered their speeds. I lowered the carrying. I made it so that the guys were unplayable, so it didn't even make sense for them to start them the rest of the season. And if they did, you'd be in a deficit. What's up? Am I missing something?
Harris, read it. No.
I gotta read it. No, you read it.
Nash put on there.
You read it.
He's like, what's worse, Phillips kid watching Twitch or this game being played normally?
Hey, man, the brotherhood, man. No podcast, no broadcast. Straight game.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a good question. That's a good question. What's worse, Phillips watching the broadcast or
this game was being played normally?
I mean, for my vote, it's even, because
I would go see the same thing.
Yeah, it's even.
Wow.
That's funny though, man. Y'all.
I think it's about even, quite frankly. Because both of them are like forms of cheating. One's more direct. But this just can't happen. This is about as manufactured of a score and stats as you can get.
Bill up check.
Yeah.
All right.
So long story short for everyone, after we saw, in comparison to the last two games and looking at this game, we knew something was rotten in Denmark, and we had to penalize both owners. So, we wanted to go over this. Those were the stats, and they were all ridiculous. What the Chicago average in rushing the beginning of the season did not match what they did today. And I said this too to, I think, Harris. The track that Lorking was on, just with his regular gameplay, he probably would have had a whole bunch of receiving and passing yards without having to do this. So I really don't understand why this was done. But looking at the stats, something's rotten in Denmark, and none of these guys are innocent. So
on that, there is one thing that was very interesting on this penalty that was given that I hadn't really seen before. You actually didn't suspend either of the owners for any games.
Yep.
You minimized, you benched their players, but neither owner was actually suspended.
Right. Yes. Do you know why that is?
I don't.
Okay, no problem.
But it was interesting because most penalties include an owner being suspended for some amount of time when it comes to the games.
Yes, and the reason I kind of mentioned that when I was going over the stats, but the reason that's like it is prior to this Madden, before we could put a player on autopilot, suspend them, and the person will be allowed to play the computer once. So suspending an owner didn't necessarily penalize the person that was playing them during the weeks of suspension. The way the rules are now, there are no guys being put on autopilot because essentially that'll give everybody a forced win. And, you know, sometimes guys get breakouts and stuff like that. So we do our best to not have owners to play the computer whenever possible.
Good
So
job.
that's the main reason why the players were suspended that got the boost in stats and stuff, and they had their stats lowered, so they couldn't be rewarded for this fake score and this fake stats. That's the reason why the players were suspended.
Yeah, the whole
The
AP.
actual owners weren't suspended. Yeah.
Yeah, not having the option for AP and playing playing the computer anymore kind of hinders the way we sanction people now, because a lot of guys would prefer playing the game, and we figure about those guys having their players not available and not able to play. It's going to force them to play differently, but at least it gives the guys, their opponents that are playing, if they're, you know, they do get a breakout message or they're wanting to play, they have that opportunity. Because we almost felt like we're punishing their opponents that they got coming up, so it didn't make sense to do a 5. I mean, it was going to be worse, but believe me, it was going to be worse. But to do it this way, we figured it penalized them more than it did the league and the rest of the owners.
Correct.
And that's why I ain't gonna lie. That's why I sent y'all a text. It's like, hey, it's better y'all at this position than me. Y'all did a great job thinking that whole thing out, because it's I mean, you know, even Zay said it. You know, so they think we were dumb. Like even some of the comments coming back, like, dude, shut up. Like, shut up. Y'all did this same crap last. I don't want to hear Harris. You brought it up. I don't want to hear. Oh, you know my defense, you know my offense. Shut up. There ain't nobody in the league y'all done that to. So who y'all think we are? Laura King, you did us a favor, you quit. I appreciate it. Because I've been in this league since 2015. I ain't, you know, we had this system before, but come on, we ain't stupid. We are not stupid.
We have some experience, and you know, I can see a skunk before I smell a skunk sometimes. And this is quacking like a duck. I see feathers all over the place. You know, it doesn't surprise me. This is a duck. I just I wish he didn't lead the league. Quite honestly, I wish he didn't lead the league. I wanted them to play through the sanction. But again, you can't force people to do what they don't want to do, and I'm just kind of doing my best to work within. Not over punishing them and not ignoring it, because to ignore it would be just as bad, because the people that are staying in the lane and are following the rules feel jilted when this isn't jumped on right away. And again, we didn't jump on it right away because we had to verify a couple things, do some research. We only move fast when we have to, but if we don't have to, we take our time because we want to make sure the sanction fits the crime.
Man, Zay is on a roll tonight.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
He
he said, right, get the hell out. See you. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
All right. Jets Dolphins.
Yeah, we gotta move.
Jets Dolphins. We got a lot of stuff to go through.
Yeah. Damn. All right, Mike.
And we got the NFL playoffs going on currently too. So I second that.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Twin Justin, Titans owner.
Yeah.
All right. So what's next?
Jets Dolphins.
This was a close one.
Close one.
Miami escaped with about a 3-point win. That means the Jets are at least giving a good resistance. You know what I mean? They're not just laying down and let people score on them. You know, similar to the example we just followed. I'm surprised Huntley's starting over Zach Wilson, but maybe he was hurt. I don't know.
What the hell was Bill eating?
He's nuts. Let me see. Devon A-Chain, 198 yards, 26 carries. 7.6 a carry. Brees Hall, 122. The run game's still going well.
Yeah, he's got a good running back
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I tell you, I wish I would have practiced with the Jets before he played this game because I think he's got potential. Close win
Brees
though,
Hall?
but hey, the win's a win.
Hey, Justin said the Jets stink.
Well, the
got a lot
record's
of
not
kick
helping the
return
case
yards.
either.
We'll come to that, Justin.
You should get on the show so you can talk about that.
Minnesota beat the Tennessee that week too.
Mm-hmm.
Just noticed that.
That was a tough game.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Go on.
What could go wrong did go wrong for the Titans.
It's one of those games.
Yeah.
Malik Willis was spraying the ball everywhere.
All the turnovers got him.
Yeah, 4 picks.
Pressure on him.
Yeah, those turnovers got him.
He's typically a better passer than that Justin is, but sometimes when the when the quarterback don't want to work with you, they'll throw it to the other team. It's hilarious to watch.
So Justin said that the Dolphins missed a field goal and got a roughing the kicker. They got
so in that game, it was down the last 3 seconds. It was something like a 64-yard field goal that the Dolphins had to kick. Kicked the ball, missed it, but they had a roughing the kicker call on that play.
Wow.
More life said the controller wasn't even in his hand. When that happened. So yeah.
Justin said go ahead and skip that game, please.
Too late. It was a big loss for them.
Yeah.
Kept them out of the top 5 going back to the Vikings game. It was a good win by Minnesota.
Chargers Denver.
That was a good game. Talk about a fight.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a fight. He pretty much had an answer for almost everything that I had on going on the offense. Slowed my running game down, forced me to pass. I threw like at least 3 picks. It was a lot of things that I was rushing that I shouldn't have been rushing. Like I was very impatient this game also. So yeah, other than that, he plays well. I will say that. I think when he gets the players that he wants in key positions, he tightens up his game a little bit, he can, be somebody dangerous. So other than that, yeah, it was a tight game. I just had to make mistakes.
Yeah. It was a lot closer than I thought it was.
I agree with you. I think that, once he gets the feel of the league, he's gonna start playing a lot better.
Well, that and his team, once he figures out his depth chart there, he's gonna be quite a force to reckon with. Justin says he's top 3.
Where's Justin?
He's down to the top 5.
Titans owner.
The Titans.
I tell you, Harris, it's been a while. You don't struggle very often. It seemed like you struggled in this game a little bit.
Yeah.
All credit to the Broncos playing good defense and good offense, making a guy as good as Harris struggle. So there was a good game even in the loss.
Yep.
I agree.
Nail biter between the Saints and the Bucks.
All right.
20-22. Shoot.
Anybody see it?
Week 3, week 4. No, we didn't see it, but just some of the scores jump out. Arizona over Seattle, 21-33 Seattle. Just notice
us changing that Detroit players, look, they can't even score now.
Yeah. Let's go to week 4, see what we got.
Week 4, San Francisco Aviators.
You went straight to it.
Well, yeah, because we got
That's the only
31
thing that
nothing,
sticks out.
0-35, 28
That's messed
7,
up.
Those won't even
36
play.
28. So yeah, that's the first close game.
Well, the
Cards,
Cards
Vikes.
beating the Vikings.
Yeah, I caught the end of it. I think.
Yeah, and
Okay.
the Vikings just beat the Titans, right?
Right.
True.
Yeah, very true. And the Cardinals, I just kind of pointed out too that they just lost to the Seahawks. So the league's closer than it looks, but obviously the scores can get kind of crazy, get one-sided. Reviewing the Bills 49ers game, because I don't know who the fuck the Aviators are. If you look at the box score, it looked like I was going to be down 21-0 at the half, and ended up being down 21-0 into third. When it came to my run game, if you rewatch the game, because my games are saved, you can rewatch them. Every single time I barely would crack the line, his guy would grab me or dive and tackle me as soon as I would pass the line of scrimmage or pass the defensive line. I was like a shoelace away from breaking a 70-yarder type of thing. I didn't pass as well as I usually pass in this game, but all I can do is blame myself, really. Like, I'm not going to say there was lag or anything like that. I just didn't perform well, and he did. He converted. Excuse me. Go ahead.
Got butt in? Just real quick. So I watched the game the other night, and I think I brought it up to Harrison Sleep and Mike. I watched your first half compared to your second half. The first half, it looked like, dude, you was going through the motions. Excuse me. And sometimes it looked like you wasn't, I don't know, it's just
engaged.
He wasn't engaged. You didn't take it serious. And then in your second half was a totally different game.
All right. And then I guess I just have to say, I took the game on short notice, and I don't usually do that. And when I do that, I don't play well. Anyone who knows me, that's usually what happens. But I don't like taking away the wins, from my opponents. He earned the win. He did what he had to do to win. He held me under 100 yards with McCaffrey, which doesn't happen. 19 carries, something usually breaks open. He did that. You know what I mean? Deebo Samuel did pretty well on, in the air, and I kept Diggs, down. But to me, somebody he was always converting, either with the run or scrambling or with the pass. So I didn't do well enough in this game. That's all.
Yeah.
So, it was a close game, so it's not like it was a blowout or anything. But congratulations!
You had so many opportunities. In that second half, you had so many opportunities to really just take over. You could tell like he's not a second half team.
Nash wants to know, did it hurt? It looks like it hurt.
Well, it hurts. It hurts because it's the first time he's beaten me since he's been in the league. So,
hey, this is his Madden.
That's significant. What did you say?
I said this is his Madden because season 1 of this Madden was the first time he'd beaten me in this league. So it's his Madden to do that.
Yeah,
take 18 years and get a win against somebody.
I don't know if I agree with that. But
Nash says you were on AP that first half.
Yeah, right, Nash. hey, if anybody haven't watched that game, go watch that game and just listen to Tranks. If you know how Tranks talked during his game, he was so relaxed.
Yep.
He was like, "Oh, we'll get it next possession. Come on, baby, can I have a latte?" And it was
yeah, it's just I don't perform well when I don't have my game scheduled. If it's a impromptu scheduling, I usually don't perform well, and that's no one's fault but my own. I gotta know myself and do what I need to do to get this win.
We did not stop the pistol open flex close.
No. Listen. I was right there. Problem was my personnel wasn't where it needed to be, and I had a linebacker versus a defensive back. That's why I didn't jump up and pick it, but I was right there. Trust me, I know the play you're talking about, but sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way, and that's how it works. And good win for the Bills.
All right.
They said, and that's
Panthers Dragons.
What does they say? Hold on. What does they say?
And that's forever. That's forever.
Hey, you know what? And I always say, even a broke watch is right twice a day. So it was right. It was right that game. Hopefully, he takes this win and heads it on to the playoffs and believes he can beat other people, not just me.
Hey, that Dallas Washington game is actually
Hey, I got them on my schedule, man.
Oh yes, that Dallas Washington game.
Yeah, Zay looked like he was struggling in that game.
That was a surprise.
Yeah. Zay looked like he was struggling.
Yeah. Howell threw 2 picks. He had
I think Zay was trying to play that game earlier. My man didn't get home in time, and Zay was he was a little like, oh man, I ain't gonna play it tonight. I guess they jumped on anyway, like an hour after or 2 hours later and played.
Oh, so he pulled the tranks. He played out of his dome.
That's what happens. And that was an opportunity for him to gain some leverage in the division, and the Cowboys could have choked that away.
All right, what's next? 34-31, Tokyo over London.
Wow, yeah.
Anybody
see this game?
Great game.
I heard it was
overtime.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Reggie's got some talent on offense, man. Jeez.
344 passing yards for Reggie.
Ooh, okay. Was it Brees, whatever his name is?
Bryce Young.
Yeah, that guy.
Dang, 4 interceptions.
4 picks, yeah.
Joe
Beasley had 3.
Yeah, Joe had 3 with 1 touchdown and 4 sacks. 7 for 19.
Yeah. Austin Eckler.
This would have mean
killing him on the ground.
Oh yeah, Austin Harris letting him go.
8.8. Jesus.
Yeah, it's killing him on the ground, man.
No, Nash Zay say he played with one eye open. That's why he wasn't playing.
Yeah, because he was waiting for the
Yeah. Yeah, but this was a good game.
He said he had one hand up on it.
Now he lying.
Saints Broncos 28-21. Denver winning this one in a close one. Another good game.
Yep.
We got both owners here for this Colts Steelers game.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Sleep. Go ahead.
Look at 6-point victory.
Drink my 1 gallon water.
Yeah. That was OT. Oh, that's right. It was OT.
That was OT. Yep.
Yeah, we were putting up numbers, man. Mike is vastly improved, man. I don't know if it's the rank games or.
Oh, did you guys both have almost 700 yards of total offense?
No, they had 800 total.
But I had 300 passing yards.
Yeah.
What?
Some big ones. We both had like 300 passing yards.
Sanction.
Yeah. 500 and some yards total yards game. Yeah.
We're obviously talking tongue in cheek here, but it looked like it was a really good game. Went in overtime.
Yeah, we were going back and forth, man. Like just big play here, a little play here, missed tackle. I mean, I think I started off the game with a slant and maybe like a 60-yard touchdown or something. He came back with one later on in the game. I'm just like, man, my guy just stopped moving. I couldn't even tackle him. He just took off. I think it was a 72-yarder. Yeah, no, it was
72-yarder.
58-yarder. He had a 58-yarder.
Yeah. Your 77 was your first play of the game. That was a short slant. It was a 6-yard slant with a 71-yard after catch.
Yeah, well, Michael Pittman wants to actually catch.
Yeah, that 58-yarder was to Brandon Gillisley, the
rookie.
The rookie.
Yeah, he took off. No, it's a good game. We couldn't. I mean, no sacks. He had 2 interceptions. He hit me on one where I was about to fire it up the field and just boom, went right to his guy. The other one I got hit in the air. And I caught him on one where he threw it across the middle. He didn't see my he's sitting there. You know what I mean? And I think that was the one in overtime.
That was overtime.
Yeah. No, he's vastly improved. Like I said, he he calls the right plays, he executes.
Took
Yeah,
you to
much.
overtime.
Yeah. No, I actually
Well,
took him to overtime.
Actually,
He was
Sleep
up.
took it to overtime.
Yeah, he was up. He tried to make me miss a kick. It was like how the whole kicking meter disappears or whatever. I almost missed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I almost missed it. I took him to overtime. Yep. One of them games, man. Scoring points.
Good stuff. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, it was a great back and forth game, and Sleep and I, lab together quite a bit, and truthfully, because of he and I labbing together, you know, I think I'm able to get out there and throw a little better because of that. Because in our games,
You
I
got
barely
better.
ever run. Yeah, I barely ever run it when we're labbing together. So
Yeah.
Build up your passing confidence.
Right.
Yep.
What's the next
Yeah.
game, y'all?
Ravens, Jaguars.
Ravens, Jags. Yep.
Oh, that was a good game.
It's always a good
Close
game.
by 5. What
Yeah.
happened in that game?
He was up by more.
Yeah, I was about more, and then he scored late in the game, and me being stupid time management, but I had control of the game mostly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. I was surprised like how, I was controlling his offense, and he just scored some late touchdowns in the late, back end of the fourth quarter. So, but yeah, man, it was a payback game, man. It was payback. It was personal because he beat me by a last-second field goal last season, and then I lost to his brother in the playoffs. So forget both of them.
So, Dell, you just pretty much, was he just going for it on fourth down and not getting it? Because I don't see any punts, and I don't really see turnovers here.
He converted a lot of his third downs, though. Look at his
Yeah.
conversion.
7 third down conversions,
Yeah, he was
1
converting.
fourth down conversion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 2
Well,
point
first
conversion.
half, you pretty much had him down 17-7. I was just wondering,
Right. Yeah, but I had the 2 turnovers, and I mean we were doing good on defense, and then like I said, late in the fourth quarter, y'all can watch it. It's still up on Twitch. He scored some some touchdowns in the, close to the end of the game. So
right, just made it closer than it really was.
Yep.
Right. It's always fun playing
the
the Jags and the Titans. So good game, man.
That's the tight end game right there. All the tight ends had all the yards.
That was
Right.
that was a test game for my team too, because I mean he's a playoff team. He's a top 5, top 10, owner in the league. So that was a good win for us.
Game right behind it, the Monday night game was really good.
Yep.
Green Bay Titans. I know I missed it. I've been kind of messed up not watching these games.
I didn't see it either.
Another.
I'm not used to Justin playing that late.
Picks. Yeah.
Early morning.
Did y'all see what Zay said?
Nah.
Yeah, you're saying my first mistake is Tony's rules. Don't lab with somebody you play with in the same.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And he don't.
We actually were doing it
lab
after we
They got
played.
Super Bowl win.
That's true. We didn't play until after we played, but last season I labbed with him, and so yeah.
Either way, you made some leaps and bounds in your passing, which was a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So I guess we're on to week 5.
Week 5.
Week 5.
Jags Commanders. 1 point game.
Bad after that game.
Man.
Went down and
yeah. Did you talk about Justin? He said, "You mad, bro?" I was just like, "No, he's not trolling him." Got a 3-point win, and you trolling him, Justin. What you doing, man? All right, let's see. What's the first game? This was a great game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. And I fell asleep on it. I was watching it. It was like 7-3. I think Zay threw a pick or something, and the Jaguars were returning it, but they never scored, and I was knocked out. I didn't see the end of the game.
No touchdown passes.
So I think I'm the only one who saw the edge of the game, unless Harris was watching. Were you watching, Harris?
I honestly I didn't see it live, so I kind of didn't really feel like watching it because I was at work and at the same time I didn't have time. So I just fast forwarded to the end and I saw the field goal get blocked.
Yeah. So I think there was like a minute 13 left when Jacksonville went down and scored that final touchdown, and Zay was talking, okay, well, I got this much time to get down the field, get a field goal, take the win. But then he blocked the extra point. Got the ball
Got
back
the
on the
onside kick.
kickoff and just, ran the clock out.
Let the grind out.
So yeah, it was block kicks happen, and block kicks happen a lot, more than we think they do in this game.
Tony, you keep saying clock, and when you move, you see the clock behind you.
Yeah. So
Zay said, "Get it together, Mike. You're better than that."
I don't know what he's talking about, truthfully. But
in other words, you're
Given-
essentially
given-
saying he was gonna he had enough time to potentially drive and beat him by
Absolutely.
field goal.
Yep.
And not going to overtime. But even as the game was as defensive the game was, you think he would have been successful with it? Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
he was pretty successful, driving the ball in the last half of the fourth quarter.
Listen, that last drive by Jave, Zay actually should have had a pick six. His guy jumped the route and dropped it, so Jave probably wouldn't even score right there if it wasn't for that, that drop pick at the end right there.
Yeah,
his man just 3-4 games in a row. I've seen guys just straight up come get the ball and then boop, hit him right in the hands and fall. So yeah, I mean, just getting down there alone, Zay had that game right there. Just drop his pick.
Yeah,
makes sense.
I don't know if anybody's watching this, but it is 44-14 Houston.
Damn.
45.
45.
I didn't expect that.
Damn it, that's not what I was rooting for. I'm happy for D'Amico Ryans though.
Sean's saying they gave me 2 onside kick recoveries as a consolation prize.
We'll take it.
Oh, the Green Bay Minnesota joint.
Yeah,
Green Bay Minnesota.
What's next game? Oh, yep.
Green Bay Minnesota.
That's what he was talking about.
Yep. Sorry.
I think that's the only part of the game I really saw because I was kind of one eye on this and one eye on something else, and seeing him get 2 onside kicks in a row, I think it was crazy.
Jordan Love was on fire.
Yep.
Jeez.
and it's funny because
perfect quarterback rating
on special teams.
6 touchdowns, no pick. Jeez.
Good Lord.
Right?
16 for 20.
They all go to Justin Watson, whatever his name is. They all go to him?
Nah.
Christian Watson, that's his name.
Yeah.
Couple to the tight end, couple to Watson.
Yeah, Watson got 3.
Yeah, but he's got that tight end. That rookie tight end is no joke.
Yeah.
Caponero, 5 catches for 152.
Yeah, that rookie tight end is out of control.
Good stuff, Sean.
Good
That was a
win,
good win.
Sean.
And you need that to control that division. So, how'd you enjoy this game against the Broncos, Sleep? Looks like you did pretty well.
I saw the fits that he gave Harris, and I saw a little bit of him playing Mike. So I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna go in and do what I normally do: run the ball, see if he can stop me. And short passing game. I knew he liked to get the ball to homeboy, his tight end, and Cortland Sutton. As soon as I said, man, I got Cortland Sutton on lock right now. He only got 1 catch.
And then he threw a bomb on you.
He threw that bomb.
3 people.
Yep.
Couldn't jump. I'm like, he caught that and ran it in. Like, that's what I get for talking. That's what I get.
Hey, Sleep.
He was running around with Russell Wilson too. Go ahead. What you saying?
Hey, Sleep. I talked to him. He said you took his heart when you was up 14-0. You kicked off the ball, then caused a fumble.
Oh yeah.
Fumble recovery.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah. I've been working on that, man. Strip fumbles, hit sticks, everything like that. So I dropped a lot of interceptions this season, which is annoying.
That's because your boys dropped the picks. That's why you're working on that other stuff.
I had like 4 interceptions. I should have had 4 interceptions, but I dropped 3 of them. But yeah, Cortland Sutton. As soon as I said that, man, it just, boom, it just hit me with that. I'm like, you can't be serious right now. I thought he was going to run more. Truthfully, like I don't think he's a bad player at all. I just think he needs to, once he gets the team together and how he wants to get it.
Yeah, he gets that depth chart.
Yep.
Yeah, he's that chart again.
Well, we were kind of talking about him before the game, where he's got talent.
Yeah.
He goes to the well a bit too many times when he has success, and he needs to kind of go there when he needs to go there versus all the time. Because guys in this game, in this league, watch tape, and they're not going to let you get away with the same thing. Throw to the same person for 600 yards and 9 straight touchdowns. Guys in this league don't do that. We stop what you like to do.
Yeah.
But what did you say, Dill, about when you talked to him? Talked to the Broncos owner about what he thought about the league and now.
Oh no, he loved it. So like we talked. I played basketball with this guy, so I told him his start is almost similar to my start when I first joined this league back in 2015. And coming in, you got all this confidence because you're like, oh, I beat all these guys head to head, and I play all my boys, and I'm like number 1 against my boys. But you get in this league, and you can't beat the 31st ranked player in the league because it's different. It's different. And I told you too that it's also a lot different once you make the playoff. If you're lucky to make the playoff,
it's another level,
even
bro.
it's a different world. And so he's definitely, like he said, he's gonna be working on this game. We were at the gym last week, and he was talking to one of his boys. He's like, "Nah, you ain't played nothing like this. Like we play Madden, He's like, "This is different, man." Like, and he's like, "Ain't no cheese. Like everybody open their playbook." It's and he even respects the rules because we don't have a lot of rules like that. But still, the rules we do have, in place is to keep the balance. You know what I'm saying? So he loves that. Yeah. So he said he definitely gonna be in the league for a while. So
Justin said saying we're gonna find tape on the Broncos.
Yeah, my fault.
So yeah,
I forgot about this.
So to add on to what Dill said, Ty, who is 0-5 in the league right now, and is traditionally at the lower rankings, has like a 75% win rate in ranked games.
Right.
So that goes to show you right there that this league is legit and it is tough.
Yes.
Yeah, it's elite. You got our non-playoff teams dominate other leagues. Like when we got a couple guys in this league who traditionally don't make the playoffs, but they'll go into other leagues, get Super Bowl wins like it's nothing. Or guys that have been in this league and for whatever reason they leave and they go to another league. 1, they dominate the league. 2, they're bored because there's no competition in the league, and they're knocking on the door to come back because it's nothing like having competitive games in your division, out of your division, and the playoffs are like Dill said, another level. So for honest, those people who are watching,
you can be honest, Tranks. They leave the league for the wrong reason and go to another league and realize they know they made the mistake.
Yeah,
you can be honest. Don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to be nice.
It's true.
Gentler.
It's true.
Oh,
that's
boy.
True. Anything else, y'all? So I'm gonna bring this up. The Aviators losing to the Cards.
Yeah,
big loss right there.
Yeah.
Putting up a fight, the Cardinals, man. Like, these are the wins for. I'm speaking in the perspective of the Bills / Aviators. These are the type of wins that either keep you out of the playoffs or keep you from getting that round 1 bye or put you in a position where you're not playing the 5th best guy in the playoffs versus the 7th best. You know what I mean? Like, you got to win these games.
Yeah.
You have to if you want to be a play. Like right now, Miami's taking over that division, and Tillman, you gotta step it up. And these are the games you got to win. And the Cardinals aren't laying down. I'm playing this week, and I expect it to be a good divisional fight. So these are the ones you got to win.
Another guy that you guys mentioned Ty, and I've noticed Smith, the Buccaneers. He's been playing some pretty close games. and pulled
Yep.
Yes,
out
he has.
some pretty good wins.
Yep.
So
Hey, Zay
Went
said
against the Giants
we
just now. Yeah.
Zay said we shall see.
Power
He
up.
said he got his money on Harris.
What?
Hey,
He didn't
Zay,
say. He
on the
just
show, man.
he just said he's putting his money on you.
Oh,
That's just
okay.
what he said. He didn't say for
I
what.
wouldn't wait till like mid-season or later. I'm not really playing the way I'm supposed to be playing right now.
So
So
the Eagles
yeah.
were able to score some points this week when they
I was gonna
met
say
up
they scored
against
68
Dallas.
points.
Yeah, I seen that. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what a blowout looks like, guys. Not 75 to 72. Just saying.
I am
What are
extremely
what are the stats? Are
surprised.
the stats inflated? Are they somewhat? Nah, see this.
Yeah.
Sean said this league makes you better for sure.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I agree.
Turnovers.
You got here.
Oh yeah, it was turnovers.
Yeah, turnovers killed them. That's 7 turnovers.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there with that team? Jeez.
Dak threw 4, Trey Lance threw 3.
Nah, Dak didn't throw nothing. P threw 4.
Can I be petty real quick?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Just going back to the
what's
Bears. Going back to the Bears and Texans game. He only scored 21 points and he lost to the Texans.
That was a sim game.
Yeah, it's
But still,
He's
the
on
team
AP.
knows.
I didn't see this Miami
the
Rams game.
CPU knows.
CPU knows.
Ooh, wow, that was a tight one. Rams, Miami.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I missed it too.
Yeah.
Man, these guys don't give up, man.
Hey guys, please, 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 and we say this every podcast show. You look at the first one to right now, to the 85th show. Please broadcast your games so we can talk about them, and if you can't say them too, because we'll watch it. You know, sometimes I'm sleeping during the day and I get to work. I'll watch your games. So
And
you can rewatch my games.
Broncos. So we don't know his Twitch.
He's working on it.
Yeah. Does anybody know the Seahawks Twitch?
No.
Negative.
Justin, get your boy.
I think those are the only two teams that we don't traditionally watch because we don't know what their Twitches are. I mean, there are teams that generally don't stream for whatever reasons they have.
Yeah,
Minnesota.
I can't.
Minnesota.
You know that, and you
Maybe
felt that our week, Mike, why we can't.
Yeah.
Why
Oh
I can't.
no, absolutely. I'm not disparaging for not doing it. I know why people don't. Yeah, I mean, Hosian and I played 4 times, and actually, I think we tried to play 6 times.
It felt like it, right?
Yeah, because I know there were a couple of times where we didn't even get to,
No,
to ready up, and we're like, no, we're
not.
not doing this. So, yeah, it was rough getting this game started.
Hey, Tranks, you want to
Yes,
talk
sir.
about week 6, the one game that has been played, Panthers versus the Condors?
That was, let's save that for the next show because we'll have more.
Yeah.
But I'll say this on it: I enjoyed the game, but I'd rather discuss it when we do the entirety of week 6. Any other games on week 6 where we'd like to say they're potentially games of the week since the game of the week was already played?
So I actually feel that where's it at?
Jets Patriots?
No.
No, there's that Packers. Isn't Packers Jaguars?
Packers Jags.
That'd be a good game.
There you go.
Packers Jags should be good.
Broncos Falcons.
Yes. I don't want to see that.
I think this is going to be an extremely entertaining game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your
My
game
money's on the
against,
Broncos.
Mike, your
And the
game
Falcons
against
getting their head
Dragons.
beat in.
Steelers Dragons
Yeah.
might be an interesting game if Mike comes with his A game.
If it doesn't look like my last game against him.
Yeah.
51, I can't remember.
If it looks like my game that I played him before that, yes.
Hey, I'm throwing some salt in the wound.
Vikings
Last
Commanders is
season,
another one too.
hey, last
Yep.
season Mike beat the
Me. He
the
beat
Bison.
I
me
beat the
week one.
No, I'm talking about in our
Yes.
division. He beat
And
the
I beat the
Bison.
Dragons. Yep.
When
The
did you beat the
Bisons.
Dragons?
Yeah, he
Well,
beat Drake too.
they're the same team.
Well, same team, but you beat him last season. He
Yes, I
vowed.
beat him last season.
He vowed you would never ever beat him again.
Who'd he vow that to? Because he didn't say that to me.
Hey, whatever. I'm telling you, he said that, Mike.
Oh,
There's a whole lot of vowels being dropped in that AFC North.
I know, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. And he
So we
said
got the
you would
Vikings.
never ever beat him again.
No,
That
never
game
ever.
was always
Go back and
personal.
try again, man. So we got the
Yep.
Jaguars, Packers,
Yeah, I want to see that
and
game.
Vikings Commanders. I'm interested in too.
Hey, wait. Go
And-
back, Trex. Who you got in that game? I want to hear you. Packers versus
And-
Jags. Who you got?
Packers, Jags. I have the Packers. I actually have the Packers in a blowout.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
No, I mean like a double-digit plus, I'd say 20-point blowout.
Ooh.
The Packers have an accelerated offense as long as he doesn't do too much passing. Like if he has a balanced offense, I don't think the Jaguars can stop him. And as long as the Packers don't give up too much and they cover the tight end and don't let him run
Let
all
me
over
catch
him,
us up on
I
these
believe he's going to
comments
shut him down.
on the thing here real quick. So
Yeah.
Nash says
Double-digit blowout.
this league makes you better for Sean said this league makes you better for sure. Justin said some, not all, at Sean. And then Nash is like, I've seen Nash says, I've seen a lot of guys I've been here since 2006 and they all come back running to this league. It's legit. And then Harris said, Nash said, Harris, stop being a you know what. Sean says, what happened to Purdy? And then Justin just put Jags by 21.
Jags by 21. Wow.
Hmm.
I actually have another prediction too. There are three games I think are the games of the week in this week. Falcons Broncos, because I want to see the Broncos play again. And I believe the Broncos are going to blow out the Falcons. I believe Purdy's going to have multiple picks.
Whoa.
He's gonna
Don't jinx him.
he's starting
What?
Hey, he know
Purdy's
that's
going
what
to
he's
have
doing.
multiple picks.
But
But Purdy hasn't had
are-
multiple picks in any of his games this season.
Okay. That's why it's a prediction. It's going to be multiple picks. And that's why it's
I
going to
guess you
lose.
didn't see the sarcasm there.
Oh, yeah, I know. And because I watched Purdy after I traded him to him. And the Vikings Commanders, I want to see who the Vikings are versus a balanced offense like Zay's game. I think let me see if Chase Young will be back for this game. I think he's had because when I played Zay, he didn't have Chase Young or Jonathan Allen. I was running all over him and doing what I want. Trying to see if his guys are still injured. Commanders. Jonathan Allen's still out. He'll be out this week, so yeah, he won't have Jonathan Allen, but he still has Chase Young.
But he just got chased back.
Justin said, I think I picked Purdy off 3 times.
Yeah. He was being sarcastic, Sean.
I know.
Purdy's had multiple picks in almost every game.
Every game.
And he needs to stop being hard-headed and trade with me. That's what he needs to do. I'm talking about the Falcons.
And
Falcons.
start running the ball with.
He already traded with you.
He already traded with you, man. He don't want to trade with you no more.
True.
That's why he keeps losing.
Unless you got some fast linebackers.
Okay. He just moved Julian Love back. Never mind. Quick reminder. Oh, before we go to the reminders, anybody have any predictions on those games before we move off to another topic?
I think the Commanders will pull it off over the Vikings. It'll be a close game. I think the Broncos will beat the the Falcons. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. He'll beat them. And then what was the other game? The Packers and Jags. I think the
Yeah.
Packers will take that game. They'll take it by 14.
Okay. Which is
If
technically a blowout.
playoff Green Bay shows up, he wins. If not, Jacksonville's going to win. Not really a prediction. That's just how I see it.
Yeah. Well, definitely game one to see. 8 Bears Dolphins. We got to see what you got. T squared.
John said Zay better be ready. I think I pissed him off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a must-win game for Tillman.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win this game, then he's not.
He's got a rough schedule coming up. Rough stretch.
Yep.
A couple guys do. Let's see. I think I looked at that before. Yeah.
I think that's all we got.
Yeah, if Dolphins win that game, they're gonna run away with that division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Tillman's tough stretch is after his bye week 11. Me, Dolphins, Jags, Titans, Ravens, Vikings.
Yeah, but if he could lose all those games as long as he wins every game in his division, which so far he's undefeated.
Oh, man.
Exactly.
You know, he's won the games now. He's 5-0. He can afford to take some losses. Just get him
I'm
back.
talking about Tillman. I'm not talking about the Dolphins.
Oh, I think about Tillman.
No, I'm talking about Tillman.
Oh no, he's got to win these games if he even wants to be in the playoff hunt.
At least the Dolphins games, he's got to win. He has to win those.
Yeah, no, the Dolphins have a little stretch. Week 8 Niners, week 9 Packers, week 10 Jags.
He's gonna earn it.
And he's got
that whole division's got a rough second half.
Yeah, he's got his bro and the Titans later on, and then Dorian. So, yeah.
Back-to-back champion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the next topic we got, Dill?
I'm sitting here talking. I got myself on mute.
I saw you listening. I'm like, I don't know who he's talking to.
I was like, y'all ain't saying nothing to me.
We used to know the shit up.
Man. Now, shout out to Dorian. He went to the Super Bowl 5 times. He was 0-5, and now he's 2-5. So, shout out to you, Dorian, man. You get your trophy real soon, man. And his shirt will be ready by Tuesday.
Back to back, 2-5 too.
Back to back. FNG. So, one thing we were going to talk about league news was about the game, Bears versus the Lions, but we already covered that. We're good there. Something I ain't do a couple of podcast shows ago. We were talking about tips, so we're going to do something today. All right.
You're going to do something today?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, hold on. Let me strap in for this one.
And whatever. That ain't like tips like that. I'm going to give some advice. Watching a lot of people's games, and especially somebody that's on this podcast show right now, stop doing play actions when it's 3rd and long.
If that's me, I need to know.
It's you.
Is it me? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so and then also with that, I was gonna bring up a couple shows ago when we first talked about it, Tranks. Especially this year's Madden, if you roll back with your quarterback 10, 15 yards, and you wonder why you're constantly getting sacked, it's because you're outside the pocket.
You don't have Lamar Jackson.
Hey. I was waiting for somebody to say that.
I'm done, man.
Everybody doesn't have a Lamar.
Well, I definitely, you know what I like that you did, and I always appreciate because I always ask for it after my games. When you critique a mistake you see somebody's making, like I kind of said something about the Broncos, they go to the well a little too much, and they have some stuff that works. But if in this league, if you keep going to that well, people are going to this league and going to stop it. They're going to scout it, they're going to see it, they're going to stop it, and you'll find when you go to it for the first time in the next game, people are going to have it locked down because people watch film. You know what I mean? They scout out their next opponent, which we suggest you do as well because the film's available to you, just like in the real NFL. They give all 22 to each team in league.
Right.
But I like what you did. I'm glad it was me because you told me something that maybe I can do better in. You know what I mean?
Yep.
No play actions on third and long. Smart. Especially when the blitz is coming. That's very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Even the greatest guys in the league make mistakes. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. You got anything, Harris?
I tell you what, Dill, you pick my subject.
What you mean pick your subject? What do you mean?
He has so much knowledge. You can choose what knowledge he drops. Come on, man. Let's go.
All right,
Let's go.
all right,
They just said they're playing their game tonight.
Nice.
Who is?
Vikings.
Minnesota and Commanders.
Commies.
Minnesota and Commanders.
Ooh,
I'll be
that's a good
asleep.
game. Ooh.
All right, here's
They
defense.
getting his game out the way the first day.
Well, he's been up, man. This man's been he's the chatterbox right now in this chat, so he's itching to play something.
He must have got fired from work or something.
That's messed
Nolan
up.
must be asleep.
Dude,
So I think he said defense. I think that's what he said.
he said defense.
Yeah,
What about defense?
like I don't know, different adjustments, whatever.
How do you stop
We
the
could
bubble
mention-
screen?
You can mention a new
Yeah,
thing
man.
on defense we were talking about earlier, Harris.
I could
Fatigue.
mention that, but that's obvious. I'll give it.
No,
official.
people don't know that. People don't know that's a brand new thing with the patch.
No, people don't know some of the damn FNG rules. That's what they don't know. But
Oh, we'll get to that. That's the next section. We're talking about hints right now.
So,
We were just talking about it. You don't want
Let's
to
say,
reveal that one
alright.
yet?
here's a defensive tip for everybody.
He
You
looking.
can't- you can scheme on offense, right? Everybody knows you can scheme on offense. How about scheming on defense? If you have a blitz play that you're pretty much successful with, and the next down or whatever, like you pretty much got a sack. The next down, that that person needs to pass. How about instead of just blitzing, play coverage? Put more coverage. Something like that. That's my defensive tip. I'm not saying no more because y'all don't need to know that much.
Lord, that's terrible, man.
Now you know
That's
how we
enough.
feel. And I don't even believe what you told us was what you said, but you know what? We're going to take that. I'm not going to
What you
hold you.
mean? That's a good defensive tip.
I'm talking about Dill. Dill didn't tell us what he really was going to say. This is how you held back with me and you was talking about. That's why I'm not going to. But I'm not going to say it. At least he said something, so I'm not going to say anything. So moving along, unless anybody else got any tips.
Mike,
No,
sleep.
no.
Why you always call him my name? That's the crazy. Anyway,
I can't.
Listen.
I'm not. My record doesn't allot me to provide tips. I need to get in the lab.
the one thing that I do, I don't know if everyone does this. The first read is the one I want to take away most of the time. The guy that you want to throw to the most is who I want to take away. So if you're just going to look at one guy and hope that he gets open, probably not going to be there. That's pretty much what I like to do. Your main guy. I know certain people like to throw it to their tight end. Certain people like the X factor guys. Certain people throw it to their back. I try to take your most important person away on offense. So if you can get that down and make somebody in the league that your next opponent, that you play, take away his first read and see how he reacts. If he starts running around and scrambling, you got him.
Yes, that's a real good one.
Message.
Mm.
That's a good one. And I mean, and going back to you, Tranks, even when I played you, it was last season. That was the thing I noticed in the game was your play action. It was always on third and long, not even short, but you always do a play action. And you did it in your last game too. When I was watching against Tillman, you watched that game. You did it in that game too. So, and also too across the board, which I'm working on my game now, is just trying to stay in the pocket. And you watch everybody's game. Watch how everybody will back up, and then you wonder why you're getting sacked or you got scrambled is because you're outside the pocket.
Facts.
Right. Go to practice. Practice on actually stepping up into the pocket, and you will see a nice little U shape that your offensive line is creating for you. Like Tranks, you got a great offensive line, and sometimes you go outside.
No, you don't.
Great. Well, I'm gonna
I
hold
think
you
so.
there.
If you watch some of these sacks, it's because he's causing the sacks.
Oh well, I
You
won't
haven't
argue
seen his
there.
offensive line.
But Here's the thing, and again, I'm not knocking your critique because your critique is probably correct because you're watching the film, right? But I have had in the last 3 weeks so many injuries across my offensive line. I've had to rechange my priority in free agents to pick up guys to fill holes. I'll have one guy hurt, another guy hurt, and then get 2 guys hurt in the game.
Yeah.
Like my center's been hurt since the beginning of the season that I drafted. It's been a mass unit on this line. Not blaming them, not using them as an excuse. I'm just saying, if you wonder why I'm getting a little bit of happy feet, it's because I got jabronis that I picked up on the line. But trust me, I'm
on the line.
Yeah, a mass unit on the line, bro. Like so.
Like
but yeah, I'm taking your critique.
He got him up there taped together by duct tape.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at film and take your advice. So don't think that I'm ignoring.
No, I got you for now.
I got to do that too, though. That's a good one. I do the same thing with the rookie, man. I tend to draw them out to the right or to the left, and I can see when the defenders, peel off the lineman and go right after me. So I just got to learn to stay in the pocket too.
Yeah.
So,
John said you could make a good route a bad route by dropping back too far.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Very true.
You make the route longer. Thanks, Sean.
yeah.
I know I do it. You hear me say, man, that's me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all got anything else?
Yes, I definitely do. We got some good news, and hopefully, well, trust me, when I say this, you're gonna be happy I said it, punk ass. But crossplay is in play right now. If I wanted to, we could turn it on right now. Right, it's in the league. It's available right now, but because it is still in beta testing,
I ain't even messing with
I'm not going to touch it until it's finalized and we're allowed to, test it out and add some PlayStation guys in because I don't want that. Yeah, we got some guys who were in the PlayStation. I mean, in the old league that could come back with their PlayStation now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to talk about it because I'm getting excited, but from what
John,
I understand,
not like that.
They
Harris.
don't want
not like that.
they don't want
like pause.
They don't want to have it turned on in the league, and then if there's something they need to fix on it and they shut it down, it might could potentially shut the league down while they fix that bug for the PlayStation Xbox connection. That's why we haven't even put them in there yet. But trust me when I tell you, it's closer than it was at the beginning of the Madden. So we're practically there. And the only other thing I need to mention outside of that is we need everyone who's been in the league less than one Madden to go take a look at the rules because we had a guy who changed a cornerback or safety into a linebacker, which means they're not reading the rules as to what's allowed and what's not allowed. And we're trying to avoid sanctions as much as possible. But if people aren't reading the rules and not, asking for permission for the stuff they need to do that for, we're going to be forced to add more sanctions. And I'll leave it at that.
Off of that. It's not just in the rules. We make a post about that too.
Yep.
Yeah. Tag everybody to that.
The post on that. So it's a post and in the rules. So should be no reason why something's getting done.
I will say that the owner did at least read the post, but I don't think he read the rules. But what he thought was, this is what it, and I'm quoting, thought that the only X factors cannot be changed. So I had to break it down to him and explain it. So I believe I broke down everything to him. I believe hopefully he's going to go ahead and go read the rules. And we won't have this mistake again.
Correct them on that.
All right. Zay, also going back to comments, they said, tip number 1, I ain't saying shit.
For all those who understand, we already know what he's talking about. But for those that don't, he's the resident pocket passing guru. And when I am playing well and passing well,
you're giving out too much information. Giving out too much information now.
Yeah, and so that's why he's saying shit because he's very good at the pocket passing tip that Dill mentioned. But
They were giving out too much.
that's just to put it in context.
Man, you can put
Hey,
up that
gentlemen,
info.
hey, that's all we got.
You guys
on the
can put
list
up
today.
these tips, but anybody gonna listen. Some people don't listen.
It
We got
don't
rules
matter.
written down.
Right.
People don't
Hey, it's
listen.
out there.
Well,
You know what
you
I'm
got
saying?
people right now in the league that won't broadcast because they say they don't want to get scouted. I'm like, dude, but you ain't. So what? Or my Harris games is
You
out
ain't
there.
playing for money.
Frank's games is out there. My games is out there.
Your games ain't out
there.
there, Bill. Your games have been saved since like 3 Maddens ago.
For one, they saved for 7 days, jerk.
No, they don't.
Yes, they
No,
do.
they say
My games are saved
longer
for
than
7.
that.
Mine is.
Even if
Mine's
it's
only
on
saved for 7.
broadcast,
I'm gonna go back and look.
You
If it ain't
can't
up there, we gotta talk.
go.
Couple of them trophies gonna get taken off your record.
Ooh.
Hey, remember week 13. All right, y'all. Anyway,
Add
that's
more fuel to the fire. I keep telling you this.
all right. Hey.
If we're close to the end, I do want to add one thing. We used to do this a lot. We get to the point where we get guys that we lose them and whatnot, but we got new guys in. As always, if you guys got friends and family that want in the league, let us know. We'll put them on the waiting list, get them in. As y'all can see, the vacancies do come available. Not often, but they do. So if there's anyone out there you guys know that you think would be a good fit, or want them to try the league, let us know.
Yeah, that's all 31 of y'all. All 31. The 32nd person, Justin Christian, don't invite no goddamn body else.
Yeah, I'm not inviting anybody else either.
Yeah,
I'm not either, but still, golly.
Yeah,
And-
but we
and
used to
my
post
only
that a
thing
lot
that too,
and make it
also-
available. So I'm just saying it now on the podcast because I don't think we haven't mentioned that or said it in a while. So
And if you do bring somebody on, hold their hands and make sure they,
for sure.
understand the rules, know how the league, is ran, and help them out. Like even the guy I brought in just recently with the Broncos, he's texting me like, hey, I looked over the rules. He's asked me questions about the rules and stuff like that and gameplay. Because other leagues do have rules where you can't go for it on 4th down until you pass the 50-yard line. Like we don't have that.
Right.
We don't have that rule in this
Right.
league. But read the rules. Just help them out.
Yeah.
So
And even if you
with
can't,
that,
you throw them the post, some of us will help.
yeah, with that, anybody ever has questions about rules or whatever, hit me up. I'll go through it with you.
That's Mike Wright. His gamer tag is Dragon. So you can definitely message him directly or on the Facebook, tag him in there because he wants to answer the questions. There are a lot of vets in the league that want to answer questions. He's one of them. Obviously, Hosiana, myself, Harris, Keith, a lot of the guys on here want to help, but this guy's reaching out and say, hey, contact me. I'll have the answer or I'll find the answer.
Yep.
But
Dragon
closed
from
mouth don't get fed.
Nope.
Yep. Last comment from the Packers owner, Sean. He said, since he's been broadcasting, he's made the Super Bowl twice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's out there. I mean, the broadcasts help us on the show so we can talk about the game.
Correct.
And see your potential.
Hey, Sean, is that because you're going back and breaking down film and you're learning from your mistakes?
Probably.
Because I know I know at first he was upset. What didn't he get mad about broadcasting?
Yeah, he's like, every time I broadcast, I lose.
And now it's so I'm asking, I'm just curious.
Yep. All right, gentlemen, I have to go.
Yes, sir.
But
yep.
He gotta go. He has to put his videos up so he doesn't get called out.
Oh yeah. Go put the video up.
Peace, y'all.
Either way, it was a great show.
Great show.
Great show, y'all.